was a recent auction find, and it looks fascinating, so I thought we could have a look through it together. It's a hardback book. It's quite thick. Can you see? It's quite worn around the edges. It looks like it's had a bit of damp issues at times. And if we have a look inside, this has got this sheen to it. It's obviously material on the inside there, so it's quality. And then here's an inscription. I can't quite make it out. Looks like somebody's name. And then given to Richard W. Gowring, maybe? Welbeck, on the 3rd of May in 1905. And having had a quick flick through it, it looks like it's a scrapbook with photographs and postcards from different places around France and maybe the UK as well. I haven't quite looked through everything yet, so there's a couple of these just tucked in the front page. Do you know where that is? I'm sure a bit of Google Images would help me there. Well, there is something written on the back. Can't quite make out what that says. Nothing on that one. But those are just tucked in. Now the binding has gone a little bit, so it's a little bit loose. But here we go. First couple of photos. Really struggling to read the writing. September 1889. Fisherwomen at Calais. Aha. That says Calais as well, doesn't it? Pretty sure that says Calais. Love this. So I don't know if that's a postcard or a photograph. They're all wrapped up, ready for the weather. And then this up here says Brussels, September the 2nd, 1886. There's the cathedral, marketplace. There's another one of the marketplace. Look how busy it is with all those people. As I say, I don't know if these are postcards or cuttings from magazines, or they look quite irregular, so maybe they're cuttings out of magazines. And then again up here it says Brussels, and then this one says milk cart. It's quite faded, but there's a lady standing there and she's got a dog pulling the cart. You'd think that would be a pony or a horse or something, wouldn't you? And again here, a dog pulling the cart. And then monument at, I'm not sure what that says. There's some writing there as well, which I can't quite make out. But that's an impressive monument. And then here, Cologne, September 5th, 1886, Iron Bridge, Cologne Cathedral as it was in 1857, Cologne Cathedral, 1886. So it's obviously under construction here. Again, more of the cathedral, the west door, interior. Burgh on the Rhine, September 6th, 1886. I think that's what it says. Something opposite Burgh. Not quite sure what that says. Monument on the Rhine. Something. No, can't quite make that out. Can't read all the writing. Again on the Rhine, looks by the looks of it. Hamburg. That's where my family lived. More of Hamburg. No, can't quite make that out. Something Strasse. That's Hamburg as well, because I can just see it at the bottom there. It looks like it's an old postcard that's been cut out. But this does say Hamburg just there. I'll have to show these to my mum. And there's Hamburg again. Not sure what that says underneath. Or that. And then this is Frankfurt, September 17th, 1886. So these must both be in Frankfurt. And then these say Frankfurt on top as well. Now, what does that say? Not sure. It's October 5th, 1886. Can't make that out. Some sort of, looks like a bridge or a, what do you call it? Oh, I've forgotten what the word is. Can't read what that says. All that. Looks like a big lake or a cove. Do any of these places look familiar? What does that say? Does that just say the Rhine, maybe? No. Something Hills? It looks impressive, doesn't it? I'm going to have to use Google Images to have a look. Something in Ireland in Rhine, maybe? Not sure. Cathedral of somewhere. Oh wow, that's a ghostly picture. Head of Christ by Leonardo da Vinci at whatever that says. I will have to do some more research, but I thought we'd have a look through it to start with together. Something written at the top here. The something of the something by. No, but I'm sure Google Images will help me out with those. Crucifixion by Van Dyck. Something room at the oh dear, it's going to take a bit of studying to work out where all these places are. It's obviously from a museum because it says Le Musée Plantin. Bedroom of Richard Plantin. Who's Plantin? Who's that? And then there's a couple of like, you see that one? Can, maybe? Does that say? And then that one, it looks like Can. 1887. Not sure what that says. Oh, there's another one that way around. Can. No. Look at that, beautiful. Walk along here by the side of the river or the sea. St George's Church, something February 1887. Can't read what that says. And then this one looks like can again. St George by something of Wales, Prince of Wales, in memory of the death of the Duke of Alway, maybe? Not sure what that says. Can't quite make out what that is. Some sort of construction there with all people standing around. Island of something. And then this one. House where schoolmaster was killed. Earthquake something. Wednesday, February 23rd, 1887. So I don't know where this earthquake was. Oh, does that say Nice up there? Looks a bit like Nice. Wow, look at that. Oh, and there's more. These have faded quite a bit. I don't know if you can see that. I've got to be careful with the pages that they don't all fall apart. That house is completely collapsed. There's another one. All the house is collapsed. Again, that says earthquake, February 23rd, 1887. So I'm guessing if I googled that, it would tell me where this earthquake was. Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo. Look at that. More this way round. More of Monte Carlo. Gambling rooms at Monte Carlo. What was that one? Gardens. Monte Carlo. That one. Oh look, casino. Monte Carlo something, the casino. So that makes sense with it saying gambling rooms there. That I think says Nice down there. Not sure. Young girl. Something. No, can't make that out. Madame something and her daughter by herself. So maybe, oh, here we go. Madame Lebrun et sa fille by Madame Lebrun. Self-portrait. Here. Right, let's see if we can work it out. Vichy, maybe? That's what that looks like. V-I-C-H-Y. Don't know where that is. And that looks like that says casino at Vichy. And then that says casino. And that says casino. Bridge over something at Vichy. Beautiful building. Look at this. The big, huge canopy with chairs outside. Beautiful. Gardens at Vichy. I'm assuming it's Vichy. The Valley of something. Now we all recognise these, don't we? Paris. More of the Eiffel Tower. Something dome. Gallery of... Nope, can't read that. Statue of... by Faust, maybe? No idea what that says. Love this picture here, look. It's a fisherman and his daughter or granddaughter. No, 1889 I think that says. Can't read what that says though. $1890, I can see the dates. I just can't read what it says. Oh, look at these photos here. Look at the outfits. There's the lady with her goat. Love this with her basket. And look at that on her head. Amazing. $1891 bridge at... Nope, can't read that. Nope. You see that one? Ooh, you're breaking it. You see that one here? The lady with her parasol and then she's got her pug dog. There again. And that's it.